Hello everyone. Hello. Slow start to the year. What a surprise. Yeah, the most recent video was talking about my mum. So far I haven't had that too many arguments with her. Also, I'm going to be extra probably checking to see if outside my door, like I do all the time, to see if anyone's listening to me doing these digital diaries, because my nana is here. Not my nunna, my nana. My nana's my Aussie, is Aussie, and the nunna is obviously Italian. So it's interesting. Had a rough day yesterday. Just very up and down, like always. It's gonna be like that all the time. Life's full of ups and downs. That's what everyone says. So so last video I talked about my mum. This video I actually want to talk about my dad. It's getting a bit difficult, to be honest. Gotta be honest. I'm trying to vent to people on Snapchat, on social media, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't really help. So it's like my dad. I work for my dad full time. And he's just very tough at work, and every dad's like that. Most dads are like that. Good dads are like that. Good dads are tough, but I just believe there's a line somewhere. People dispute where that line is. I believe as I'm getting older and as I'm trying my hardest to work for him and everything, which I don't want to, but I have no choice until I find another job, which today I actually went into a couple of places. No, I only went to one place, but it was a little interview, but maybe I might get a job there, who knows. I hope I do, but it's only nights, so my dad's gonna force me to work for him during the morning anyways. It's a morning job that I need. So yeah, at least I got that started, but no hopes, definitely not yet. So I work for him. The hours aren't bad, but just working for him's pretty difficult. It's very interesting. It's just like he just swears too much. I don't know what I'm saying. He just he yells a lot. He says he never yells, but he yells all the time. And when it's work related, I get, you're gonna be fast. He's a concreter. He builds warehouses. He's a concreter. He's a concreter. He builds warehouses. If you search up on Google, actually, no, I don't want to link the company. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I like the company, who cares? He builds this, basically. Builds these, we build these. It's a long process, and he expects it to be done fast. So yeah, we basically uses the cranes to tilt them up. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool job. It is a cool job, but it's just unfortunate that the way he wants it done, it's like it destroys it kind of destroys you. It's like, fuck, you gotta be quick. You don't get the job done quick, he starts to get really upset. And again, like I said, all dads are like that, but it's starting to genuinely take effect on me because he swears his head off, and it's like, why are you like that? I've become not a softie, but I'm starting to really improve myself as a person. I know it sounds ridiculous. It sounds like every YouTuber saying, oh, I'm really improving as a person. I'm learning so much as a person. I genuinely am trying to be like just a better person, a good person to everyone, because I haven't had the best life, but at the same time, I don't want to sound ungrateful for everything I've got. I've got such a beautiful house. I've got a view of my house. I've got a balcony. I've got, but with all that going by, social situations haven't been very good for me. I think the social side of my life has never been good, but obviously you know, the, I guess, economic side of my life has been good, I guess. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm a bit like I don't know how to keep the talking going. Like, well, yeah, so he's very verbally abusive, and it just takes effect on me. Like, I get upset sometimes if like saying, I say like, all right, man, you know, when he tells me to do something. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to get a new job, but yeah. Yeah, so, you know, I'm trying to get a new job, just to escape all that. And not only does it upset to seeing me be abusive, obviously a bit to me, but it's just a lot of the things he says. He says some graphic stuff, but he also says a lot of even worse things to my workers, to his actual workers. I'm his son, so it's like, technically, I always say technically I'm not a worker. And my brother, he cops it, I think, more than me, because he's the one that he should know most things by now, or he's trying to take over the business. My brother's older than me, and he cops it a lot. And I look at him when he's getting yelled at, and I'm like, it actually really hurts me. It's not nice to see. And then when he yells at workers, I'm like, fuck. It actually really hurts me. And look, it's funny I say this. I seem fine now. Yesterday I was really bad. I was gonna do this yesterday, but I'm like, nah. I couldn't even get off my bed. I couldn't get off my phone. I couldn't get off Snapchat. I was just feeling like shit. And yesterday as well, I realized I had yesterday off of work. Otherwise, I work 5 days, of course, because I have to. And yesterday I had off work because I had this thing called jury duty. So basically, what you do, I'm just gonna switch it up and let you guys read it. I'll read it off for you guys. Basically, what you do is you go. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I need to put in my bank details to get paid for it. Fucking hell. Jury duty Victoria, meaning. Citizens are randomly selected for electoral role to help decide the outcome of court cases in the Supreme Court or county courts. Jurors listen to evidence and apply the law within 6 members of civil. So basically, we're basically random members of the public, basically go in for this, and you're randomly selected. When you turn 18, that's when you have to go in. And I was somehow selected, but I'm only 19. People don't get selected until they're 50. Most people never get selected, so it's random. I was selected now, so, you know, it's a cool experience. At least I got to experience it when I was younger. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, don't have to do it for another 3 years now. Yeah, and basically you go to court, and the whole reason why the public does it is about justice, public justice. So the public, you know, helps decide obviously bad things that are going on. You know, like most of the court cases are pretty ridiculous, like suing cases where someone's suing someone or a company. But some of them, like, there was a crime case, a lot of civil cases, and then there's also crime cases. The crime cases are probably the better ones. But yeah, that was that yesterday. You guys can search it up if you want to find out about it. It's different in every country as well, most likely. I don't know, it could even just be an Australian thing, who knows. So that's that, and yeah, so that happened yesterday, and I realized yesterday, like, that was such a relief to do that. Like, I don't want to go to work. And I was emotional yesterday because I realized, holy fucking shit, how good was yesterday. It wasn't the most entertaining day. I wasn't having much fun. But how good was it just to be out of work, out of my dad's presence. 5 days a week with my dad's presence, yelling all the time. And sometimes he's not bad at work. Sometimes he's like that. It's just 1 minute he's yelling, next minute he's all happy. He's just very strange like that. And yeah, so it's just like, yeah, he's pretty full on. And yeah, like when I'm not in his presence, like yesterday, I got emotional. Like when I got home, I'm like, fuck, man. Today, like how this is, like, I was so excited for today, because not because I was excited for it, because how much I hate working for my dad. Yeah, so that's pretty, yeah. yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah. Other news, I mean, dating. I've been on a couple of dates. Oh, not really a couple, just met another one, mainly another person, but he vapes, go to concerts, wears some particular clothes I'm not really a fan of. All the things and just things I don't like. But he's a very, 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 very sweet boy, kind soul. And a situation happened where I was on a date with him on our second date last Friday, and I caught myself lacking. He caught me lacking, staring at another guy on our second fucking date. Because every time I go out with my parents, and this is no excuse by the way, but every time I go out with my parents, I'm like very disconnected. It's not good, but when you have no other friends or people to talk to, it's like you see your family. I've talked about this before. You see your family all the time, or your mum and dad all the time, and it's like, I want some new people to hang out with. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so I normally, when I'm out with my parents, I'm always just staring at the way, just staring at all guys that walk by, completely disconnected, because I'm just like, damn, I wish I could hang out with them. It's so sad. I know I'm sad, and I did it when I was on a fucking date, because it's just such a habit. No excuse though. So I told him, and he's that kind of a soul. He said, "That's okay, Christian." He's very understanding. I told him about my dad issues. You know, I've sent him a snap of me crying because I told him, and I don't like to do that because I don't want him to think I'm trying to get his attention. But you know, it's like I don't want that. Like, if he saw this, I reckon he wouldn't judge me for it. But most guys, of course, they would. They'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And they'd block me if they saw this. Yeah, so that's that. And you know, I told him, you know what? I think we're not a very good match, even though talking to you is really good. You're much better than my previous, and you're a much kinder soul and better person in general. But I just don't think we're a good match because we have different interests. You know, like he was out concerts, you know, vaping with like 6 girlfriends. I don't think he has any guy friends, which is a little bit of a with me, voice crack. And there I was out on the weekend, literally barefoot on rocks in Mother Nature. It's like we're very different. So, you know, I feel like it's not very good. So I told him that, and I also said to him, "I'm so sorry for doing that to that guy. I know you noticed. I'm so sorry for staring at that guy, that waiter." And keep in mind, this guy was very good looking. Yeah, this wasn't just some random guy. He was the most good looking waiter I've ever seen in my life. He was so good looking. He had a nice shirt on, not a nice shirt, just a t-shirt with a beautiful watch. I'm like, holy shit. But you know what? That's why I don't want to be with this person that I just dated, because that can happen again. I could probably see, and it proves that I have a type, or I have better. There's people out there that I like much better, physically and most likely interest wise, and I don't want to hurt this guy, be with him, and then just lose interest. You know what I mean? But I'm still attached to him because he gives me attention. That's the problem. He gives me attention like no one else does. That's why I like his presence. But yeah, like, I'm gonna probably message him after this and just be like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry, but I just think like you deserve." I said to him yesterday, "You deserve better." Like, I talked to him about it yesterday on messages on Snapchat. I said to him, "You deserve better. It's not me. You haven't done it." And he messaged me saying, "Have I done something wrong?" I'm like, "No, you deserve better. You're too kind of a soul for me. I thought I was at least a better soul. You are one of the kindest people I've ever met." He's a beautiful boy, and he's good looking too. He's got the best eyes. I've never seen green eyes so pretty in my life. But I can't. After what happened with that, I was like, I don't want to fuck things up with him, because he's had a horrible partner too, ex-partner. I haven't had a horrible partner, but he did a horrible thing to me, and then now I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Anyway, apart from that, the only thing I've done today productive is make a TikTok that I thought was kind of funny. I've got 4,000 followers on TikTok now. About to have. It's crazy. I'm pretty happy, but it's kind of attention that I'm not too pleased about. It's all just gay guys hitting on me because I make TikToks about gay stuff, so they obviously know that I'm gay. And it's all just 30-year-old men that are fucking size of a planet with 100 rainbow flags in their bio, which is just not, like, It's not a bad thing, but it's just not for me. I'm sorry. I don't swing that far that way. I swing that way, but not too far like that. No, that doesn't make sense. That's a silly way to say it. But anyway, yeah, that. Otherwise, I've done nothing productive because I'm not trying to use it as an excuse, but when I have my dad mentally draining me, not mentally draining me, I don't want to seem like a bitch, like a baby, but when I have like a lot of things going on at work, I was just like, I go home and I just can't be fucked doing anything. I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. I get so demotivated. I just can't be stuffed. I have CapCut open all the time. And I just can't be stuffed. I can't be stuffed doing anything. I just sit there and look at it. Can't be fucked. I lose interest. I lose motivation to do anything. So, yeah, I'm probably not going to do anything after this. It's 8:30. An hour and a half till I'm in bed. I'm like, oh, an hour left of the day. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just so procrastinate like crazy. Yeah, anyway. I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next digital diary. Hopefully I can get these jobs, and I'm just going to have to tell this guy, I'm so sorry again for doing that. Staring at the guy. Yeah. Apart from that, thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys. Have a good night.